Hey Taurus, it's your girl NeenaRose coming at you for your Blam is song for the week of January 4th, 2021. Hope all is well with you all. I want to thank you all for your likes, share, subscribe, just rocking with me and doing the things that it takes to keep moving forward. I feel like a lot of you have made some changes, of course, in your acquaintances, in the actual personal space of your associates, loved ones, friends, frenemies. A lot of you have made some real personal changes, and not just because of the new year. I feel like it just kind of fell in this time frame because of the way karma has been hitting, has been as far as exposing people, even exposing your actions and things that you have to do as well as for change. At the bottom of the Psychic Tarot that we'll be using for the Oracle, you have fertility in the reverse 3. I feel like your spiritual connections is being tested and being made aware as far as you realizing what's going to happen, where fertile ground is for you, where deception is for you. I feel like there's just some energy of disbelief and distrust, but I feel like that has to do with perception. I feel like you're realizing the truth about some people, some connections that have not turned out to be positive for you, in a positive light anyway. You have shadow in the reverse, 18 breaking down to a 9 here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like a lot of you may have done your shadow work as far as what's what. The first one out was spiritual union. We'll be going over that on YouTube here. The rest of these came out turned down here, so let's turn them over and see what's what. We have base chakra 1. Love begins in the reverse, another 1. You have triumph 7 in the reverse. You have patience here, 14 breaking down to a 5. Triumph in the reverse, I said. You have passion ignited 1. We'll go over on Patreon. You have accelerated motion in the reverse, 8. You have intuition 2 in the reverse. And then you have emotional loss here, 5. We'll go over on page. All those will go over on Patreon. These right here we'll go over now. But I do feel like there's an energy here of realizing the gains and the connections that have actually given you the success you desire. Let's get some clarifiers out. At the bottom of the deck here, I've already shuffled in your energy, Taurus. You have here the 4 of Swords. I feel like some things may have been put to rest. Like I said, I feel like you put some things to rest. And I feel like there's an energy here that a lot of you have not been able to shake, And I feel like there's an energy here of purpose. People walking out of purpose and walking back in. That's the energy that I'm hearing. Some of you may be dealing with situations like almost like a microwave love, like some instant. You may be dealing with people or may have cut some people loose that the situation kind of went a little too fast for your liking, and you didn't anticipate them to go that way. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck now, you have the Hierophant, your energy here. I feel like a lot of you may be going over contracts, maybe getting into different contracts, or just different ways of doing things. I feel like you may have realized that some things just didn't work out because it wasn't part of the plan. We're going to go over spiritual union 2 first. We're going to go over this one first, if I can pick it up. I feel like there's some connections here that have led you into the direction or the phase that you're in. Some of you have voiced your opinions, I feel like. Long held opinions. You haven't voiced them in so long. I feel like a lot of you have realized the drive that you carry. Some of you have also recognized the curses and things that have been on you to have you gravitate towards things that are not beneficial for you. You have one that came out turned down here, this hidden energy, which is the Page of Wands in reverse here. I feel like some lost loves may have been realized here. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Tower. You have the Eight of Cups. I mean, the Knight of Cups, I meant. My bad. And then you have the Empress in reverse. Let's clarify these two major arcana here to see what's really going on. I feel like with this Page of Wands, though, in reverse, there's some energy here of progression in the way that you're actually moving passionately. I feel like you're not really letting people know how you're really feeling about some things. And you're moving forward unapologetically. The Hierophant is still at the bottom of the deck here for some reason. You have here the Tower being clarified by the Three of Cups in reverse here. I feel like a family dynamic may have fell apart in your life, Taurus. I feel like the truth may have come out as far as the confronting. There are a lot of people that are walking off, not just Taurus. You can have Taurus in any part of your chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. Could be a cross watcher. And this may just resonate and you don't have Taurus in your chart at all, but we're all interconnected anyway. But I feel like it's like a trickle effect. You know, you throw the pebble in the water, it moves all the water. It doesn't just move that little one piece that it hit. I feel like the different people moving in and out of the family dynamic, confronting family. I feel like this has a lot to do with what's going on. Some of you may have been triggered to tell your story or to tell your hurt and pain by somebody else leaving the family, is what I'm getting. Like a Tower moment may have hit, and then somebody else may have said some things, and I feel like you may have said, you know what, I have this issue myself. You know, I didn't think, you know, couldn't such and such was going to say something. But I feel like this opened the door of why things are going the way they're going with the Knight of Cups here. And I feel like somebody may have gotten mad. Maybe someone older, maybe grandmother, grandfather. I feel like an older energy here may be upset with hurt and pain. Because see, some people want to, they know things are going on, but I feel like some taboo issues have come up. I feel like a lot of you are realizing why some of these situations have come up and why they went on for as long as they did. You know, the progressions sequence is what I'm hearing. The next set that we're going to clarify is Love Begins, a 1, and then the base chakra 1. Well, I put these together because they're both 1s. But I also feel like at this point, a lot of you are realizing what the love is, and you've connected on a root chakra, which is the base chakra. You've connected from the beginning. A lot of you have went back to the source of the inspiration behind some connections. Some of you are realizing why you chased the bag. You have the Knight of Pentacles here, and I say that, I'm going to elaborate on that in a minute. You have the Lovers in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles here. You have the World in the reverse, the King of Swords in the reverse, and the Fool in the reverse. Okay, so we're going to clarify the major arcana, but I really feel like this Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like a lot of you in your early age, I feel like somebody, if you were molested, because this is the energy that I'm getting, a lot of you may have dealt with people. Let's say that the person that molested you or raped you gave you money to keep quiet. They gave you money to, you know, for whatever. I feel like that was the basis of how you dealt with people. And I feel like that's how your microwave loves came in. If they give you money, then we can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it was just kind of something that was programmed from the beginning. It wasn't something that actually was saying this is how you're supposed to do it. It's just more so, this is what happened the first time, and this is what I've been expecting ever since. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the real perception of some things. And it's been forthcoming is what I'm hearing. Actually confronting these issues is what I'm hearing. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles, at the bottom of the deck now, you have the Ace of Cups. Okay. I feel like there's self-love being offered here of you realizing how this progressed in your life into a big snowball and just kind of just bombarded everything that ever came in your way. Some of you never really found true love because you had true love with the stigma of taking care of me, comfort, or what are you going to give me? Some people have that attitude because that's what was given to them when they was going through their issue. A lot of you are realizing that if it wasn't you, it was somebody around you. You're realizing why they are so caught up with money, because this is what was given to them to hush. This is what was given to them to pacify them. Giving comfort was given to them, and a lot of you are realizing that now. You know, and there are some things that are going on. See, the Lovers in reverse here, a lot of connections really did not pan out because of what the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You're realizing that, you know, these comforts that they were providing still wasn't enough because it really wasn't love. It was just, you know, when the person stopped providing the comfort, then the situation ended, but it had already ended before it got started because it wasn't real. You have the Ace of Pentacles here, Taurus. I feel like the universe was giving you a new lease on life, a new outlook on the pentacle, on the desire, on the relevance of it. And this opens some cycles back up, some cycles that were closed with the World card in reverse. Some things open back up so that you can take another look at them. With the Page of Swords in reverse, some of you did avoid the shadow work in the beginning, I believe. But I also believe a lot of you went in and honestly took a look at what happened and realized that, you know, I believe some of you felt like it was your fault. A lot of you really took on the you victimized them almost, you know. But I feel like that was the brainwashing. I feel like for a lot of you it has worn off. With the King of Swords in reverse, some of you felt like you weren't in control. Or I feel like this was a master manipulator here. Some of you had dealt with. Some of you dealt with someone or dealing with some people that you realize they have been manipulating you the whole time. They have really taken a toll on your life here. The Fool card in reverse here, I feel like you may have taken some uncalculated risk here, because the Fool is being clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the High Priestess. I feel like a lot of you are going in and using your intuition more now. You are basically, and I feel like a lot of you are, you've changed your mind about what it is that you saw in the dark night of the soul, with the things that you saw, the things that you experienced. Because a lot of you are older. I'm hearing in your 40 plus. And you are going over some experiences that you experienced as a youth in your childhood, that has shaped and shifted you into a perception that have caused a lot of relationships to fail because of your outlook on them overall. Okay. The Star in reverse, I feel like a lot of you have healed these inner wounds and everything. And then you're looking back over some of these connections that maybe could have went another direction. And they didn't go in a different direction because of some of you may have avoided the dark night of the soul, I'm hearing, for about 20 years. You know, or more. But a lot of you have avoided some things that did not give you the progression that you needed. You have here 14 breaking down to a 5, patience, and then you have triumph, a 7 in reverse. I feel like you come out a winner on some situations, but you're working on patience. Now, some of you have been very impatient with yourselves in this area, but there's been a lot of frustration when you realize some connections just can't work out for whatever reason. And I feel like you realize the reasons. You have the Four of Swords here. The Two of Wands in reverse. These two are hidden, which is Temperance in the reverse and the Magician. The universe is here helping you get past some things. Excuse me, but I don't believe you really understand how the universe is here through death. I feel like may have been a physical death or a death of a connection that has always been volatile, but you never did understand it. I feel like there's also here an energy of, because you have the Four of Swords here, I feel like something had been put to rest about a connection that seemed like it should have always been a connection regardless of how bad it is. Some of you are realizing, and you may be dealing with somebody, this is vice versa. This could be any energy here as far as what's going on, but you know, you take it how it resonates. At the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or just the energy of a true love situation that never got past the timing on the microwave, is what I'm hearing. Like, you thought that this connection, it was always volatile, but something broke completely. Something is not in existence anymore. And I feel like it's always been a volatile situation. And some of you are really realizing this stems from childhood. That none of your connections really panned out because of deception. A lot of you are realizing that deception has played a big part in the growth. So if somebody fooled me as a child, and then I get older and I say it never happened, and then, but yet every connection that I'm in, I can't get along with them because of what? Because I'm coming off of a deceptive love that was taught to me in the very beginning. You have Temperance here. You're getting balanced about this with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Temperance in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's an energy here of realizing that, you know, the things that I built was built off falsehood. They weren't really built off of the trueness. My connections aren't about money. You know, a lot of you are sitting around looking. You're dealing with yourself now, and you're realizing why a lot of your connections are not real. Because it was about that first real love connection that you got as a child, and that whole lesson, that whole thing that went on wasn't perceived in the right light. Because you was manipulated by that King of Swords. You was manipulated by the energy. The Magician is here being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And I feel like you are juggling the things that have come out, what's manifested, and you're trying to put a positive light on this and move forward without the disdain. You know, it's like eating that bad jelly bean, the one that you don't like, and you just, the taste just don't, one ends up in your mouth with a couple others, and you're like, oh, mess up the rest of it. So this is what I have for you for YouTube. We're going to take the rest of this over on Patreon. I hope you all come over and join. It's just $12.12 a month. And then we'll get the final thoughts on what's really going on in this here for this week of January 4th, 2021. Y'all have a good one if you stop in here. And I will see you next week.